I just came back today to give everybody an update on what's going on with my corn. The corn was growing very nicely as I documented the seedlings all the way up to where it started to take a turn for the bad. And I believe that the plant became distressed. So once the plant became distressed, it was time to harvest what I could from it. And I'm gonna let it stay out there just a little bit longer to see if there's any signs of life still on it. But I think that once some of the plants die off, that is a sign that it's no longer going to be producing anymore. And based on the research that I've done, really showed that each stalk can produce up to 2 corn per stalk. And I believe that's what I got. But I brought a few of them in. Some of them weren't completely done baking, so to speak, or growing. So I left those on, but the ones that were showing signs that they may be ready to harvest, I've done that. So stay tuned and I will show you exactly what we have here in the kitchen. So as you can see, corn is definitely doable, but there are some lessons that I picked up off of growing this corn, especially being that it was my first time. Through observation, I was able to see that corn definitely needs to be stabilized. As it gets taller, it needs some proper stability, because as soon as the wind came and the rain came, there went the corn. So that's one of the things. I have some more corn coming up behind that corn, because I actually want to be able to use it for this recipe that I have, and I'll show you at a different time. So I put that ears that I just prepared for you away in the freezer and stored it, and then I'll be able to wait for this other corn to grow up, and hopefully I'll have a different outcome with this new corn. It's probably about knee high right now. So while it's still that small, I'm going to make sure that I get something to stabilize it, like a cage, so that when the wind comes or whatever comes out there, it'll be stable. Another thing that I learned about the corn is that the pests, it was, when I opened up the corn, it was full of aphids and other things. So I need to make sure that I have a prevention and a plan. So I use the neem oil with the combined with the peppermint oil. And one of the things that I did that I probably need to do differently is I need to wait until either early in the morning or later in the evening, because neem oil is an oil. And so I noticed that with some of the corn, it looked discolored. And so I may have been burning up the corn by spraying the neem oil and peppermint oil on it, and the sun might have been frying it up too. So there's a lot of lessons that I have going on here, and it doesn't mean that I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna definitely grow corn again. It just means that I need to pay attention to what mistakes I made in the garden to do better with this next crop coming up. So that's gonna be it for today, and grow with love, everybody.